What's up, guys? Nintendo64 here, and welcome back to ranking all the Mario Kart 8 Deluxe tracks in a tier list. Once again, I have all three of my boys, JordanDraws, Michael Game Show, and Prism.
Yep. Hello.
Jordan's going to be silent, I guess. And today, it's fine. Since it took us quite a bit of time, very much too long, to rank all of these tracks from the base game, we're doing the second part here to rank all the boosted course tracks. If you have not seen part one, which was uploaded yesterday as the time of recording, feel free to check it out, and then come back here to see what we get to say about the second half of the game. So we're going to jump right into it straight with Paris Promenade.
So I actually went to Paris last summer in 2023, and Paris was really not that interesting, despite Disneyland Paris and the Eiffel Tower. And yeah, so France didn't really interest me too much, but the track itself, I actually do pretty enjoy it. As for the first track of the booster course, but it's not my personal favorite. So as for the first one, as the booster course, I think I'm going to put it in the B tier. Below Donut Plains 3 and above Animal Crossing.
Okay, I feel like, I do like how they did decide to introduce tracks from Mario Kart Tour, even though I never played that game, so it kind of gives me an idea of what was in that game, but also, I feel like this stage would be kind of on the short side, but, I mean, one, the music is pretty nice, second of all, the setting's pretty cool, and also I like how, the track goes in, reverse for a bit, during the last lap. I think that's a clever thing, so I give it a B tier.
I'd personally put it C. I don't know, I feel like it's one of the less interesting tour tracks. I just feel like it's racing through a city, but there's, nothing really that special about it.
Yeah,
I'd put it middle C.
For me, I put it low B, and this is going to be the one to average it out. Because, if not for the final lap basically making you go in reverse, I'd probably put it a little bit lower, just I definitely remember just being bored playing the track a lot of the times.
Yeah. But I will say, like Jordan said, the music is great, and I also note that there's going to be a ton of people who are going to bash the tour tracks a lot.
A few of them are probably going to bash, because some of them do bore me sometimes, but there's quite a few that are freaking bangers.
Yeah, I feel like the tour tracks are definitely hit or miss.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I mean, I do agree with some of them, but not all of them.
Mm-hmm. All right. Next up, you guys better put Toad Circuit in F tier, because that's basically what it is.
Yeah, Toad Circuit is going to an F tier. I'm gonna put it below. Actually, I'm gonna put it probably below Baby Park as an F tier. But yeah, it is an F tier. Don't get me wrong.
Okay, I definitely wouldn't say F. I'm not saying it's good. It's just I'd say it's just a boring stage, but it's definitely not horrendously terrible to play. So I give it an E. But yeah, again, I don't give it an F because it's not that it's unplayable. It's just that it's boring. So I give it an E.
I'd put it high D. I feel like it's nothing special. It's just a normal racetrack.
Frankly speaking, Bone Dry Dunes and Toad Circuit are the most boring tracks for me in the whole freaking game. And honestly, if not for the Toad Balloons, Toad Circuit would be worse, because and I think for the circuit tracks in general for the entire series, Toad Circuit comes second to last for me overall of the circuit tracks. The only one that it beats is Mario Circuit 1, which is the very first circuit in the whole series, and for that reason it gets a slight pass in that, well, except for the fact that it doesn't, because it's just, I don't know.
But the only thing they had Luigi Circuit in the game from Mario Wii. That would have been cool.
Yeah. I think Luigi Circuit's a little bit higher than Toad Circuit, and maybe one or two of the SNES ones.
The only saving grace of Toad Circuit is the music. That's it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's all I have to say.
Next up, we have probably my favorite track in the boosted course pass for a good while. Up until they actually started adding more crap. Chocolate Mountain.
Yeah, I I don't really care for this track. I definitely don't like the original version because of how super annoying it is, especially when you hit the sides. You gotta come to a complete stop. But yeah, I never cared for this track. So but it's not awful either. So I'm gonna put it in the C tier. In the C tier. Um, let's see. I think I'll put it below Mario Circuit, but above Wild Woods.
I'm not really sure what I could say about it. Like, it's not bad, but it's not the best thing either. So, I guess I give it a C.
I actually think this one's pretty good. I don't really. We haven't raced on it recently, so I don't really remember that much about it. But I remember I quite liked it. I'd put it like bottom of A personally.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think mine is probably like either at the bottom of S or at the top of A for me, because it definitely is like 1,000 times better than both the original and DS version combined. But also like the music is so like I love the music. And a partial reason for that is because it sounds like that one of the bonus level themes. I never remember the exact name of it because they're always like kind of confusing for the bonus themes from Mario Odyssey, where it's the one where it goes da 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 da.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
It literally sounds exactly like that song.
Yeah, to me it sounds nothing like it, but like I said, maybe to you, but not to me.
Man, like I don't know, man. Like I think I think the instruments that are used for Chocolate Mountain are similar to that, and I think it's Snowland. Snowland's music I think uses some similar instruments to the Snow Kingdom for sure.
Yeah, I remember when people claimed that the Bowser Castle Wii track it's just Maple Tree, even though it sounds nothing like Maple Tree at all.
It's because it's like the same like general like melody that's used. It's just slower.
Or that same music from Good Day Galaxy from Rainbow Road, and I didn't believe anyone until you showed me it in one of the videos.
Mm-hmm. All right. Anyway, we're getting a little sidetracked. Next up we have if it's not more infamous than Baby Park, it's definitely like right up there. Coconut freaking Mall.
Okay, so as much as I kind of don't really like the track like at all, I honestly can't give it a low tier at all because it just doesn't feel right to do so. It just feels like I'm disrespecting a lot of people if I do that. So I'm just gonna put it in the high D tier. But again, it feels like if I put it any lower, like an E or F tier, I just feel like I'm disrespecting a lot of people because I know it's such a meme course.
Okay, I don't know where to start, but basically, for one, the meme became pretty popular. People lost their minds with this release around the time. It's like they knew that people were memeing about it. But okay, jokes aside, I still really like this track. It's another Wii track, and also it's a nostalgic one. And definitely the theme is good, and like the design as well, and also like I like how they even like updated a bit to make the Shy Guys drift more. Personally, definitely great stage, definitely S tier.
I mean death, but it's for a good reason. This is another one of my favorite tracks to just race on.
For me, it's A tier. Sorry, Michael.
Yeah, it's fine. Like
I think to average it out, it goes at bottom of the A. I think.
Yeah, let's
Tokyo Blur.
Tokyo Blur. Oh god.
Kind of a C. I'm just gonna say C tier. I'm not gonna express otherwise.
Yeah, I can't honestly remember much about this track at all. It's probably one of the most forgettable tracks in the entire booster course. So yeah, I'm going to give it a C tier, but probably the lowest C tier so far, but below Cheap Cheap Beach.
To be honest, I literally do not remember this track at all. It's been a while.
I don't blame you. Like it's just extremely cool.
We literally raced on this one the other day.
Did we?
I don't remember doing that. And not like
we did.
I mean, what do you have to say about it, Prism?
okay.
Once Jordan's done answering, I'll say.
I'm only putting it C tier just because I really don't remember this one. But just don't count my opinion. I don't remember it.
Okay. As forgettable as it is, this is one of my favorite tour tracks. I don't know. It's just I like this one. I'd put it middle of A, honestly.
I think because of that part, I'll just like throw it like here in the top of C. Also regarding what you said, Jordan, like I think that like does attribute because like even though like for like a good while I've liked it more than Paris Promenade, I think I've come to accept that Paris Promenade is objectively better than Tokyo Blur because Tokyo Blur is a
Yeah.
little bit forgettable.
Yeah, I can definitely agree with that.
All right, Shroom Ridge. I'm not gonna. I think I'm just gonna like not express my opinions because you guys are gonna like. Once again, you guys will say stuff that like I'll agree with or like disagree with. This one I feel like is an easy bridge between A and B for me.
Oh gosh. Okay, so
Lucas is
Shore
not on the wall for
Ridge.
some reason.
I remember it. I not liking this in the original version on the DS because I find it to be one of the most forgettable ones. But this version, I say it's kind of low B tier because it is actually better and there's actually shortcuts, which I actually do like. Um, but again, it's just a forgettable track, but definitely better than the original. So the lowest B tier so far for me, above below Hyrule Circuit, whatever the hell the Zelda thing's called.
Real quick before Jordan says this thing, I just want to also like add specifically for Shroom Ridge is that like it's like I think its mere existence in Mario Kart 8 has like kind of allowed me to like appreciate Shroom Ridge more because like I have like sometimes I forget it exists in Mario Kart DS when I was younger. So anyway,
Yeah, same here.
go ahead, Jordan.
Okay, so it's another one of those like tracks where like you're racing on like a highway with other cars, which I always like those concepts, but this one does not really execute it that well, mainly because the road is too small. Because like the cars are so like close together, it's much easier to get hits, and not to mention the turns are a bit sharp, which you could fall over a gorge over.
I will say,
So personally, I have to
sorry,
I gotta give it a D.
I will say though, I think like the point of it is supposed to be like going on a family like road trip like, and you're taking the road that's like up in the mountains and crap like that. So.
But believe me, I would not want to take the family here if I had one.
You do have a family.
Well, not one of my own. I mean, I have parents, but I don't have. I mean, I'm not a parent.
That does not that does.
Just say your opinion.
All right. I feel like this is another of the simple but effective courses. It's simple, but I do really like racing on this one. I feel like it's just an easier Moonview highway. I'd put it bottom of A, top of B.
So I think I'll put it just above Wii U's Rainbow Road.
But if I do have to choose like a different like highway tracks I prefer Moonview Highway or Mushroom Bridge or Mushroom City from Double Dash.
Yeah, those are good ones.
All right.
I am so I'm kind of at like a loss of words for Sky Garden because like I love the music so much and also I don't mind the track itself compared to the original because like I know that like lots and lots of people prefer the original layout compared to the tour/A version. I just do not mind it. I'd probably put it middle of B, or actually no, bottom of B. Excuse me.
Kind of most people on the preferring the original track over like the 8 version. Like even most people on Discord that me and Alex are part of even prefers the original version over this version of Sky Gardens. And the music, while I do think it's good, it's just middle of the pack for me. And the track itself is, like I said, middle of the pack, so kind of forgettable for me. But so I put it in the C tier. Let's see. I probably put it.
I'm sorry, but I just love Sky Garden's like theme in general a lot.
I probably put it above Water Park, but below Cheap Cheap Beach.
Okay, like I think I could agree with some of you guys' opinions. Like I do like its design and like its like whole theming. Although I would say it's kind of on the short side, but I'd still say it's a solid. I'll give it a B.
Oh. I just feel like this one's way too simple. It's just too short and simple, I guess. The concept's cool, but I don't know. I'd put it top of D, middle of C. I don't know.
Michael, what was the rank you gave it?
I give it a C. Below Water Park, but above TPP.
I'm afraid that doesn't exactly like help. You can like say like top, middle, below, or bottom C's. That might help.
It was I'm sorry, I screwed up. I put it like in the bottom C tier.
Okay, so I think with what Jordan and I said, we'll average it out, put it top of C.
Yeah, I apologize for not understanding your question.
Yeah, but you can like say out loud like which tracks you're putting it between for your tier list. I think it's just like I just
wasn't paying attention. All right.
Here we have another conflicting track, Ninja Freaking Hideaway.
Okay, now this is actually the best track in the first wave, in my opinion. Like, I absolutely love this track. So that one is easy S tier for me.
Honestly, for me, it's a low B tier.
I actually muted myself completely, but I wasn't finished yet. As I was gonna say, there's one thing that makes no sense about Ninja Highway to me. Like, it came from Tor originally, but yet it doesn't say Tor on the left side.
You want to know something about that? That applies to like a lot of the like original tracks that were made for Tor. Sky High Sunday, Yoshi's Island, Merry Mountain, and freaking Piranha Cove, and Squeaky Clean.
Yeah, it just makes absolutely no sense. So, I put Ninja Highway in S tier. Probably below Gumbo Volcano and above Mount Wario.
Okay, I feel like this one's I have to give this one an A tier. Like, I like its theming. I'm like, yeah, I guess some tracks could be a bit difficult. Like, I think that last bit you kind of fall off pretty easily sometimes. But overall, I really like the theming and like the different variations of tracks you get held to. So yeah, I give it an
A. I would actually put this one in F. I hate this one. The idea and concept are really cool, and like it looks so good, but that track itself is so annoying to race on. I just always feel like you're going into walls, or you have no clue where the track's supposed to go. I don't know. This is one that it's in there with Hyrule Circuit with how bad the actual track is. I just don't like this one.
I think that's how I feel about it, but not like in a I hate it way. It's just like a minor nuisance, because otherwise, visually it looks very cool. I like the fact that like it's kind of themed out to Wario a little bit for some reason, and also just it's just like the takeaway is just like I like have a little bit less fun racing on it. Yeah. All right, New York Minute. I feel like that has to be C tier for me. I just bored overall racing it.
Yeah, I also have to agree. It's just I don't like New York City in general. I think it's a completely overrated city and overcrowded, even though I've technically never been there myself. And the music, what the hell happened to the music? It does not feel like New York theme. It honestly feels either more like Hollywood theme or jazz music, which New York is not known for jazz. So yeah, easy C tier for me. I'd probably say it's better than Tokyo Burr, but that's all I could give it higher than. But I put it below than Cheap Cheap Beach on C tier, so low C tier.
I guess I had to agree with you guys. I give it a C. Like, okay, I feel like it definitely looks really cool. Like, I like how it goes from like city to like nature park kind of style. But that's kind of like the only thing going for it. Yeah, but I give it a C.
I'd actually put this one probably at bottom of A. I just like this one.
Well, that averages it out to somewhere in the top of C, probably above Hyrule for that.
Like Jordan just said, there are a few things I do like from this track. Like, we start in, I believe, either Manhattan or Times Square, one of the two. I'm not 100% sure. And Central Park, and that's all I have.
All right, well, moving on to Mario Circuit 3, which is another easy C tier for me, and it's not because of like I'm not having the Mario Kart Wii nostalgia, even though I kind of do have it, but like honestly, like I feel like it's one saving grace is the extra background details they added from like the Mario games, and that's it. Anyway.
Yeah, I pretty much have to agree with the exact same thing you just said, Alex. Like, it's like I have nostalgia reasons for this track, which is why I'm gonna put it a little higher than I probably should. But the reason why I'm gonna put it a little higher than I should is because again nostalgia reasons, and I do think the visuals, like the background stuff, is actually really well done. So yeah, so C tier, below Royal Wasteland, or below Royal Wasteland, but above Mario Circuit in C tier. So that's kind of like in the mid pack. C
Yeah,
tier.
that's where I put it for me.
Personally, I probably have to give it a D tier. It's kind of just a boring stage overall. That's all I gotta say.
I'll be honest, I forgot this track existed. I do not remember anything about it. I don't even remember ever racing on it or even seeing it in this game, to be honest. I think just because of that, I have to put it in E.
I think the one notable thing about it is that it the sharp turn in the middle, and that's it.
All right, guys. For the next one, I'm actually gonna let Jordan Prism go first because I had to check my dinner and stuff really quick. So I'll be back.
It's probably a good thing.
Okay.
It's Calamari Desert. but that being said, I think I think it should be accepted that Calamari Desert is probably one of the better desert tracks in the series.
Okay, so good thing Michael had me admit is that okay, basically I feel like if I hadn't played the original track beforehand, which was very slim to none that I was actually able to, is that like one time I went over to Michael's house and I played the original game that this track was in.
Oh yeah, we
And
played for hide and
lucky
seek.
enough, like later this stage would actually be released on Mario Kart 8. And well, I gotta say, I really like what they did with it. Like, I like how like the track is like different for the three different like acts, like how it like goes from like because in the original you could go into the train tunnel, but there was no point in doing that. But yet I like on this one they actually like make it as a part of the track to go through it. So and like you're also like trying to avoid the train. So overall, I give this a. I have to get honestly. I have to give it an S. It's on it. That's how much I like it. Really good track, really good concept level design, and really good use of it. So overall, for me, S.
I think it's good, but I don't think it's that good. I'd personally put it top of A because it is fun to race on. I like how you go on the tracks and everything, but I just feel like it's missing something that would put it in S. So yeah, it's top of A for me.
I think for me, like much like Jordan, well, it definitely is like probably the best version of the track because I'd honestly say that 7's probably the worst just because unlike the original, yeah. If you go in the either end of the train tunnel, I think it counts as out of bounds, so Lakitu goes to grab you, so it's kind of stupid. So I'm glad they were able to make an actual like concept out of that. For me, I probably like put it like just at just barely below the top of A tier, but I will say Jordan's probably does like average it to A tier, and I'll leave it there until Michael leaves his opinion because I'm curious to see what he has.
I'm right here.
Yeah.
So anyway, so my opinion on Calamari Desert, yes, it is extremely boring, and I'm really not a huge fan of it like overall, but I don't think it's truly awful. Like there are a few things that do have a saving grace on it. Like you can go on the train track actually for a second lap this time instead of actually like going on it for literally no reason like in the original version. But yeah, it's kind of boring to me. Although like I said, a little more interesting. So with that, I'm going to give it a lower C tier above below Tokyo Burr for me. But yeah, definitely the best version of Calamari Desert. Better than 7 and Mario Kart 64. Although my dad actually really likes this track in Mario Kart 64. Because of course he does. He likes every track in Mario Kart 64. Well, except for a few others.
Mm. Yeah, so I think with what you had to say, I think that averages out to the bottom of A. Sorry, fellas. Next up,
okay,
like probably the third most infamous track in the series, Waluigi Pinball.
Okay, so Waluigi Pinball. Before I actually like say my tier on this one, I'm just going to say I remember a lot of people were praising this track was going to get in the game, which I already knew from the start it would because it's like the most It's like the most popular track of all time, like in the Mario Kart franchise. And I remember people were saying that there's going to be different music. There's no way they're going to make it to the same as
Honestly,
Mario
yeah,
Stadium.
yeah, no.
And I was like, guys, it's going to be the same exact music. Like, there's not going to be any difference. And guess what happens? When it came out, I was right.
Yep.
Literally nothing changed.
Wait, the music is the same as Pinball? Or I mean, the same as Wario Stadium?
Yes, it is. It's the
Yeah,
exact
literally
same.
the
The exact same.
In fact, I actually remember I saw a video recently, not that long ago, about saying that a lot of people actually don't like this version of Waluigi Pinball because they find it to be less fun or just not that interesting like the original two versions.
I think they're blinded by the original music nostalgia.
Yeah. So and like I said, despite me not being a huge fan of Waluigi like most other people, and so how is my opinion on Waluigi Pinball for this version? I don't think it's actually too bad. Like I still don't think it's like the best track ever, like at all. But it's definitely, I think it's a pretty fun one to race around from time to time. And I actually do love the visuals of it. Like, I do think the visuals are the best part of the track.
Yep.
So with that, despite my being not a fan of Waluigi as much like most people are, I'm gonna put it in B tier, probably above below Crowd Tuva, but above Mario Kart Stadium. Like I think it's really enjoyable.
It's honestly top of A tier for me.
Oh, I forgot. Mine is top B tier.
Okay, yeah.
Okay, so after hearing your guys' opinions and also saying that apparently it's like the most popular track, I do not see why it is. Like, I mean, I can see why people like it, but the greatest track, wouldn't say so. I mean, I like the concept of like being in a pinball and like that last part where the pinball could the ball could actually like sometimes hit you, which I think is pretty cool. But I wouldn't say it's the best track ever. So I'll give it a high B.
I honestly, like in that regard, like, I obviously have more favorite tracks than Waluigi Pinball. And matter of fact, I think for the original Mario Kart DS, I like Tick-Tock Clock and Airship Fortress a lot more than Waluigi Pinball.
Okay, so this is actually another one of my favorite tracks. I'd put this one in S. The concept and just visuals are so cool, and it's just fun to race on.
All right. Well, I'm putting it below Coco Mall over here to average it. All right, next up we have apparently the most popular tour track, Sydney Sprint.
Wait, really? It's the most popular track in Tour?
Well, not in in Mario Kart 8. And it's like I've seen like a lot of like the Discord people like just like saying they like it a lot, like probably one of the top 3 or something for the tour tracks. And like honestly, like I don't know, I just don't see it. Like I honestly think that like hang on, I'm gonna pop it in here real quick. I honestly think I like I don't know, I kind of like it a little bit less than some of the other ones, and less than London Loop actually, because of, well, we'll get to London Loop in a minute, but still.
Okay, I was gonna say absolutely not. It is not the best tour track ever in Mario Kart 8. In fact, I consider it one of the most forgettable ones because it's nothing interesting.
I think it's partially because of the music. I'll be honest.
Yeah, like what? I mean, there are a few cool things about it. Like, of course, the Sydney Opera House, like that's very nice. But there's no Coral Reef reference at all, which is a disappointment. And other than that, I just find it extremely forgettable. Like, it's probably the most forgettable tour track of the whole booster course. Yeah. So, like I said, I'm not a huge fan of the second wave of the boosters course, and this track is pretty much the main reason why. So yeah, I'm sorry, but I know there's a lot of people that like this track, but I'm very sorry, especially people from Australia. I'm gonna put it in a D tier, below Coconut Mall. So it's top D tier.
I definitely don't hate it that much. I honestly think it's like, for me, I feel like it's just bottom of B tier for me.
I guess I could agree with that. I give it a bottom of B. Like, okay, like it's not bad, but like, I feel like its main appeal is just its like appearance. I think it looks really lush, so I'll give it a B.
I
don't know.
Funny enough, a lot of people consider the first two raves to be incredibly rush.
Lush.
Until this one's just a mediocre track to me. I don't remember much about it other than it being okay. So middle of B, I guess.
All right. So yeah, I'll just leave it at bottom of B then. That averages out, I think. As I'm trying to adjust the freaking camera. There we go. Okay, that should be good. Now next is Snowland, and that is a somewhere an A tier for me. I love the music so much, and this is probably like one of my favorite snow tracks.
Yeah, I also agree. I also put it in A tier, and there's actually I saw a video, an ultra shortcut for Snowland, that you trick off one of the hills or something that you can like skip a portion of track, and I've seen it happen. It's possible for Mushroom. I never done it myself, but it definitely does look cool.
Is it like
And I feel
like right before the ice area, like the ice rink?
I think so.
Hmm.
I know it's like somewhere between there. And yeah, the music in this one is awesome. Also, I had to avoid those goddamn penguins.
Yep, there it is.
So I put it in A tier. Yeah, I put it let's see, I probably put it below Frog Ruins, but above Dawson Shores. This track really surprised me because this is one of those tracks I actually thought was going to be boring and forgettable, but no, it turns out to be one of my favorite tracks in the booster course.
Honestly, I don't see the appeal as much. Like, I think it looks really nice. I think it does look pretty cool, but overall, I'd probably give it a C.
This is another track I honestly don't remember anything about other than it looks nice, so D, I guess.
Also, the items, like, well, in the first set, I'm not sure about the rest of the set, float down to you.
Oh yeah, the first set does do that.
And oh goddamn, I forgot to tell you where I put it again.
No, that's fine.
It's like top A tier.
Yeah, mine was like closest to the top, but like since what Jordan and Prism had said, it goes to top of E. Next up, we have the classic Mushroom Gorge.
Ooh, that is S tier for me, like easily. It's like again nostalgia reason, so because Mark Lee and stuff, so. But it's just a really fun course in general, like, and if I can do the stupid gap cut, which I can never do, that would make it even more great. So yeah, I put it in an S tier. Put it in the let's see, I probably put it above. I probably put it below Yoshi Circuit, but above Electrodome or whatever the hell that's called. I always forget the name of it.
Okay, like I feel like again, like it has like the whole nostalgia value with it because it's another Wii track, but like okay, surprisingly for a stage that hardly changes at all, I still really like it. And maybe that's why I like it actually, because it's identical. So I'll have to give it an A.
I'll just really quick say that I honestly Mushroom Gorge has like probably been like one of my top, like in the top half of the Nitro courses from Wii. It's definitely up there in the top half, and I think I definitely think this version is better than the 7 version. Absolutely, probably just a tiny bit over the Wii version, and it's primarily because they did combine like both versions for the cave, where you have like the normal like mushroom pathted on the left side, as well as like adding an additional couple mushrooms for the gliding mushroom, which I think is cool.
It's a good course. I'd put it in A somewhere.
I think it goes top of A to average that. All right, next we have Sky High Sunday, and that's easily a C tier for me.
Easy, S tier, you said?
C tier.
Oh, C. I thought you said S for some reason.
I do not love this stage that much.
Yeah, I actually know people who, especially people on Discord, they consider this to be the worst of the booster course tracks. And while I do understand what they're talking about, I don't think it's that bad. I mean, yes, it is extremely forgettable and pretty boring as well. But the worst of the whole like game and booster course, absolutely not.
And actually, like,
But
especially because like its layouts that pretty much almost this exact same as freaking Excite Bikes over here, but except with just a little bit more uh, pun absolutely intended flavor.
yeah, it's kind of like saying the same thing about Superstars on Peach Birthday Cake.
Right.
As much as I'm not a fan of that board, I mean, I can't help it to say it's also delicious, even though I'm not really a huge fan of strawberries. So, yeah, I'm gonna put it in the lowest C tier on my list, above, below Kalmar Desert.
I put it at top of C or near the top of C for me to start.
You'd be surprised if you want to, but I probably gotta give it an A again. Because personally, it's like it's an altered version of Sweet Canyon. Like instead of going for like the whole cake aesthetic, it goes for ice cream. And well, I honestly think it's a really cool idea. And I like how it starts how you start the stage off in a fridge. I think that's clever. So I give it an A.
Actually, a bar in a fridge, if you guys notice that, because like it's literally like a bar up in there. Anyway.
I remember when this one first came out. I remember hating on it because I don't know. I swear, when it first came out, the whole track had ice physics and it was so annoying. But now that we've played it more, I think it's all right. I'd put it C, I guess.
I think leaving it as the top of C kind of averages it out. If not, then like probably like near the bottom of B for Jordan's sake, but I'll just leave it top of C.
Mm-hmm.
Now, London Loop for me, because the only thing I really care about is the music, because I freaking love the music, and like that's the only thing I like really like pay attention to, because I'm kind of on autopilot like when I'm playing, because and it's half because the music itself partially reminds me. I'm unfortunately doing the Jordan thing what he did last time. He compared it a little bit to Sonic. The music reminds me of freaking "Open Your Heart" from Sonic Adventure.
Okay, this is another country, England slash the UK, that I actually been to last summer. And London itself was actually pretty cool. I really love London, and I definitely recommend you guys actually go there some point in your life. Anyway, as for the track itself, like Alex said, I think the music is definitely the best part of the whole track. But I also think it's a pretty solid track as well, and it definitely has good reference like Big Ben, the London Bridge is falling. I get it.
Yeah, definitely for sure.
All right. So yeah. Well, it's definitely not the best tour track, but it's definitely a fun one every once in a while. So I'm gonna give it the lowest A tier for me. So below Music Park. It's pretty fun.
I'm trying to think. I think I remember this stage. I'm sorry. I'm stuttering a bit, but yeah, I don't remember it actually. I'm sorry. Don't count my opinion.
We'll just say C tier for you, I guess.
Yeah, I literally cannot remember this one. I'm sorry.
This is another track I don't remember, but the picture looks cool. So this is a track I want to race on again now because I don't remember it, but it looks cool.
Middle of B it is. All right. Next up, we have a track that was absolutely made for the better in this version of IMO, especially for the music. Boo Lake, which has got to be like somewhere in the top of B tier for me, so I'm throwing it right there.
Bootleg was another surprising track for me. It's as like I said in Snowland. I thought this was going to be incredibly boring and forgettable, and also just like a worse version of like Ghost Valley from Super Circuit or Super. I can say Super Circuit, Super Mario Kart and Mario Kart Wii and stuff. Although technically they are in Super Circuit as well.
Yeah.
But no, this actually turns out to be really fun and really enjoyable. While I don't like it as much as I do with London Loop, I am going to give it a the lowest A tier back to back, so below London Loops for me.
Where do I begin? The stage is too dark. It's super slippery. The stage falls apart when you hit the edges, and it's easy to fall off. F tier.
I do think it's too easy to fall off, especially when you like first go into underwater. But I wouldn't put it F. It looks really good. It's just there's like that one turn in the water that kind of ruins it. So I'd put it probably under Piranha Plant Slide.
That pretty much where it is now, at the bottom of B. And like that's kind of interesting because like I feel like if we had gotten Broken Pier instead of Boo Lake, because Broken Pier is a little bit more complicated and I think a little bit more difficult. I don't think you guys are like. I think you guys would give it like Jordan would probably give it worse than F because it probably had like the same issues but worse.
Wait, is it like that dark version of it, but it's like it's not submerged in water? It's set like in a very dark, like void area.
No. It's
Then
like
I don't know what you're talking about.
Like the only thing that's like notable about it also comes from a Super Circuit on the Game Boy Advance, much like Blue Lake here. The main difference is that the background has, instead of like a mansion and stuff, it has like a rocky mountain with like a spooky face on it. And actually, now that I think about it, that spooky face kind of looks like Boulder Guys. Anyway, Rock Mountain. This one has to be like C tier for me. I'll be honest.
Yeah, as I never really cared for Rock Mountain even in 7 when I played it. It's just okay. Like the only thing I can remember from it really is the ending where the rocks actually fall down. And the guy ramp, like when it goes like into like the forest area, but that's it. That's all I can really remember from it. So I give it a C tier. Let's see. I probably put it. I'd probably put it below TT Beach and but above Newark Minute. So pretty much low C tier for me.
Sorry, which one were we talking about again? I got lost in thought.
Rock Mountain.
Oh, okay. Sorry about that, but I give it an A. Like I like how the stage is pretty long. I do like its theming, and especially like the part where like you go off the giant ramp. That definitely gives you a really good view over the place. Definitely really well done. I'll give it an A.
I'm kind of on board with Jordan on this one. I like it. It's the I don't know. It's something about it just looks simple. I think it's just like the colors. There's not a lot of shading. It's mostly flat, but other than that, it's fun. It's a fun course.
I think in that regard, I'll put it at the bottom of B, but above Boo, like for your guys' sake. Next, we have another like Wii classic, Maple Treeway, and that's got to be bottom of the vest tier for me.
Yeah, I also agree. Like I said, like I was just saying, the genre reasons, Mario Kart Wii, blah blah blah. You get
it's honestly like it's half not even nostalgia for Mario Kart Wii. It's genuinely like actually, honestly, I probably prefer it over both. Well, a little bit over Wii's version and definitely over 7's version. It's a very nice visual globe. I like it a lot.
Yeah, I think visually, yeah, it's definitely the best one. But honestly, I probably prefer the original version because I just think the track is better. But I still like the 8's version as well. I think they did a pretty nice job with the remakes. Let's see, where I put it. I definitely put it S tier. I think I put it in the mid S tier. Do I put it above Grumble Volcano or do I put it below it? Because it's definitely between those two.
Noise in my background. Crap.
I think as for now, I'm probably gonna put it below Grumble Volcano, but higher than Ninja Highway. So mid S tier for me.
Okay, of course, I'm using the nostalgia's sake, since I felt like this one I didn't play as much compared to some of the other classic stages from Wii, but I still think this is a good one. I wouldn't give it an S personally, but I still think it looks really nice and pleasant, so I'll give it an A.
Yeah, I'm kind of just realizing I'm the only one here who hasn't really played much of Mario Kart Wii, but this is another one of my favorites. I just really love it. The idea is cool, and the track is just really good. I'd put it middle of S between TikTok Clock and Goldmine.
All right. I think with that with what Jordan said, I'll just like put it just below both of them.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, no, like I honestly like I'm trying not to like have like a nostalgia point of view for like any of these tracks. The only one I'd like really like have one for is We Rainbow Road, but that's only because that's like my actual favorite track. Like my second favorite track in the whole series, probably behind Airship Fortress.
I mean, hey, nostalgia. I mean, if you have a nostalgia opinion for it, then that might as well count towards the list.
Hey, this is also coming from the guy whose favorite game of all time was for almost a long time was New Super Mario Bros. Wii. So I'm trying not to be nostalgic about this crap.
Yeah, no need to hold back, at least for that.
All right,
Unless you're
Berlin
trying to
Byways.
be-
That's got honestly, it's kind of a C tier for me. I don't really care much for Berlin Byways.
So the Germany track, another place that my dad has actually been to. I've never been there myself, and it's pretty bland. Like I don't even remember it at all. I mean, except for that whatever that is in the picture.
Yeah, that's
Like,
all I
know
remember.
that's like
Really.
that's probably the most famous part of Berlin, Germany, like at all. But yeah, it's just whatever. I don't really care for it, but definitely better than New York. That's for damn sure.
Wait,
I probably
did we skip Mary Mountain?
No, that's in the that's right before 3DS Rainbow Road.
Oh,
I did move it around accordingly for the actual like track layout because it was like kind of incorrect.
Okay, so as I was saying, I put Berlin in like the look like below high middle of the pack C list. I put it above Water Park, but below Sky Gardens. I mean below below Sky Gardens, but above Water Park. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Okay, personally, I really like the temple theming it goes for, and I especially like when we get like special landmarks from real life put into these tracks, and I feel like with these ones, they're definitely really good. So I give it a high B tier.
yeah, I agree with Jordan on this one. I like it. It's pretty good. High B tier.
In that regard, it's going in high C tier for averaging it out. Actually, wait, what would you put it in C, didn't you, Michael?
Yeah, I put it in the C tier in the middle pack.
I'll put it bottom of B tier then. And next up we have.
Just excuse me for a minute. I'll be right back.
That's fine. I'll just like. We'll go ahead and start Peach Gardens real quick. And honestly, Peach Gardens got quite a lovely makeover, I'll say. Especially for like once again another unexpected thing about playing the track backwards for the last lap.
Yeah, I remember used to hating Peach Gardens when it came out because I thought it was so unnecessary to have the final lap. But I kind of liked it. It kind of grew on me over time, and while I still don't really like this version as much as I do like the Wii or the DS version, I still think it is a solid B for me. I put it I probably put it above Cloud Tubes, but below above Waluigi Pinball. It's a solid B.
Okay, this is another stage I was definitely happy to see make a return on this one, since I wasn't sure if it would return or not, but I'm happy that it did. Okay, I give it a, I don't know, I guess I have to give it an A. Like, I guess Michael kind of makes a point that like it wasn't necessary for them to make it go reverse for the final lap, but yet, honestly, I really like it when I like it when tracks have like a certain like kind of like spice to it that definitely changes up how it goes. And I feel like that last part where like you go in reverse and actually fly over the entire garden through like the actual hedge statue things, I think that's a really good touch. So I'll give it a high A.
I want to say regarding that last lap being backwards, I don't know if it's like true or not, but there's a possible chance that maybe referencing one specific mission from Mario Kart DS, in which you, I think you're racing a chain chomp and you're going through Peach Gardens backwards. Anyway, go ahead, Prism. Prism.
Sorry.
Peach Gardens.
I don't know. Mediocre.
What?
Damn. You have not played much Peach Gardens, have you?
Mm-mm.
Well, nah, screw his opinion. We're leaving it at bottom of A. Next, we have an amazing theme but slightly poor execution in Merry Mountain.
Yeah, I agree with that. I was like, I would have put this in the S tier, but like the execution, not really so well. But I still really like this track, especially since it's themed Christmas, which is the best holiday ever. It still is. But I'm still gonna give it an A tier. But man, if the execution was so much better, then I probably would have given it a low S tier. But as for that, it's just a high A tier for me. I put it above SNES Rainbow Road for me.
I gotta say, I really do like this stage. Like, okay, you guys say the layout wasn't executed well. Personally, I think it was executed just fine. I really think it's pretty. I think it's a good stage. Overall, high A tier. Although,
Yeah, I'd put it top of A. It's yeah, top of A. I like how there's a holiday themed one, and it's just good to race on.
Bottom of A it is then to average it.
Although a side note I will point out is that, like, the problem with it being like a holiday themed one is that it's kind of weird to play it on any other season that isn't Christmas. But that doesn't affect anything. Just thought I'd point that out.
I guess that doesn't like really mean anything for like some tracks, because like some tracks are just the like they're like more fitting to play on like the actual like different seasons. Like case in point, Animal Crossing. It's literally these seasons.
Or how about Luigi's Mansion playing during Halloween?
Kinda, I guess. I don't
That
know.
was more of a spooky theme than a Halloween theme.
Yeah.
And,
All right. 3DS Rainbow Road. That's got to be bottom of S tier for me, because like I think it's my second favorite Rainbow Road overall. Like, it's obviously amazing. I just personally like Wii's more.
yeah, that's the same thing with me. Like, I think this Rainbow was a little bit overrated, but at the same time, like, I also really do like it. I think it's really well done, oh yeah, and the main reason why most people like 7 is because, of course, they have to. There's nostalgia.
Oh yeah, N64's Rainbow Road's theme.
Or Rainbow Road. Like, seriously, guys, come on. Like, that's a stupid reason to actually like someone just, or I messed up. Like a track just because they reference like one of the most poorly aged Mario Karts of all time.
And honestly, like I honestly think it makes more sense for GameCube's Rainbow Road, or excuse me, Double Dash's Rainbow Road than 3DS's Rainbow Road. Just a little bit, anyway.
Yeah, same here. Anyway, so I put it in a low S tier, the lowest one. So below Yoshi Valley, S tier.
Yeah, literally have it at the bottom for S tier for our thing.
I gotta say, I have to agree. I have to give it an S. Like, I really like it when Rainbow Roads do like something different, like how with Mario Kart 8's like Rainbow Road, they mix it with a space station. But I like how with this Rainbow Road, it mixes it with planets. So like some stages some parts you'll be on the actual Rainbow Road itself, and other times you'll be driving on planets. Like, that's a really cool idea. So overall, I definitely gotta give this an S. A really good execution and a really good idea.
I put this one bottom of this. I really like how you're racing through the solar system. It's one of my favorite Rainbow Roads, but yeah, to balance it out, I'd put it bottom of this.
So I honestly think that like with what we've like all said collectively, I think this may be like probably the first track that we actually collected. Well, at least for this video's sake, outside of the ones we've already collectively put in S, I think is the one like that we generally like agree on like the exact position on.
For once.
All right, now for Amsterdam Drift, this is a C tier. I barely remember this much at all.
Yeah, once again, another place that my dad actually has been to in real life. I've never been there, but and my lord, I cannot remember a single thing that happens in it at all. So yeah, I probably put it the lowest C tier of my list. So below Sky, even I think Sky High Sunday is better than this one, in my opinion, at least. So yeah, the lowest C tier.
I don't remember it either. Just don't count my opinion.
C tier.
Which one?
Amsterdam Drift.
Amsterdam. I don't remember much from it. I remember it just being mediocre, middle of B.
So I think like middle of C is gonna average it out. Cause like that's like, and honestly like somewhere in C is, well, more closely like the bottom of C was my thing. Cause like honestly I can like kind of visualize the layout, but like I kind of just like don't remember exactly. And that's a little bit of a point for like a lot of the tour tracks, even some of the ones that I actually really like especially one that's coming up soon somewhere. I kind of think disorganized this crap somehow. Actually, wait, no, it's not disorganized. It's literally like in a few tracks. Anyway, sorry. I'm on a slight tangent. Next up is Riverside Park, and that's kind of an easy middle B tier for me.
Yeah, it's also B tier for me. I do enjoy this one. If my stupid thing can respond, please. Okay, thank you. All right, so I put it in B tier in the middle of the pack. Probably below Paris, but above Animal Crossing.
I might have to agree. Give it a B. Like I guess my two saving graces I'll say about this stage is very pretty appearance and piranha plants with legs. That's all.
Yeah, I agree. A B. It's a nice course. Not much to say.
Now next up we have another week classic, DK Summit. That's honestly got to be A tier somewhere for me.
Yeah, this is actually one of the first retrack. Actually, no, probably second. I don't remember, but that I'm not gonna put an S tier. I'm actually gonna put it in an A tier because I still like the track to this day of DK Summit. But there is always one thing that makes no sense to me, especially when I was a kid. So in the original version, it says it's called DK Summit, but why the hell is there a Mario statue in the track when it's supposed to reference Donkey Kong? At least in the remix, there's actually a Donkey Kong statue, so thank God for that. What is up with that? That even bothered me as a kid.
You know what's even funnier? If you're playing as your Mii in DK Summit, that statue is replaced with a Mii instead of Mario.
Wait, where did you put Riverside Park?
Riverside Park, I put it in middle of B. Like straight smack dab, right here.
Oh yeah, and this in Mario Kart Wii, there's also like a hidden item block that was originally supposed to be there, but it got cut in development, but it got lost in the canyon of DK Summit.
Oh, I think I might have seen something about that recently. I was like confused for a second. I was like, what are you talking about? But I think that does ring a bell. I think I remember like seeing something about that like kind of recently.
Yeah, so I put it in the middle of the A tier pack, so I put it below Dolphin Shells, but above Big Blue.
Okay, I would put my nostalgia sake into here, but personally, this one was not as good as the original Wii version. I don't know what it was. So I'll give it a B. Okay, still nice track, but honestly, it didn't hit as hard as the original did on the Wii. So that's my thing.
I guess that's fair.
It's a good snow track. I don't know. I just feel like the holes in the turns are a little tight on the 150cc, so bottom of A.
All right, that's where it's gonna be. All right, if you guys don't say S tier for Yoshi's Island, I don't know I want to know what's wrong with you.
Yep, easy for me.
Oh yeah, I agree. Easy S tier. This is like one of the best booster course tracks like they ever made. Let's see. Do I like this better than any of my top tier in the tracks? Probably slightly better than Grumble Volcano, but not as good as TikTok Clog. But so definitely my fourth favorite track in the whole game. So below TikTok Clog, but above Grumble Volcano. It is like really good. I really like it, and also the music is great.
Yep, it's a fantastic remix of the classic Yoshi's Island athletic theme, I think it is.
Also, was this in tour?
Yes, it was.
Okay, I just wasn't sure.
I actually think
Okay,
because of that, Poochie for some reason was made a racer in tour.
Okay, being said from someone who's played Yoshi's Woolly World and had interest in playing Yoshi's New Island, I gotta say this one was really, easy S tier. Friggin' like the stage is really well done, the concept is really cool, like the music is really good, like all the little references from all the Yoshi's Island games are really good. And also I even like the little like bonus track you can unlock if you hit the little question mark flying club thing. So yeah,
Yeah.
overall S tier.
F.
What?
Take
I'm
that
just
back.
kidding. I'm just kidding. Bottom of
Take
S.
it back.
How dare
It's.
I said, if you want to say A tier, I
bottom
would've
of
gone with
F. Bottom of S is totally respectable, but the fact that you said F immediately, that freaking scared me. Don't do that again.
For me, I would put it top of A, but I do like, but the theming really saves it. So bottom of S for me, but I don't know. The track, the theming's great. I like the music. The track is pretty good, but I don't think it's better than Maple Tree Way or the Rainbow Road. So bottom of S for me.
I guess that's fair. And actually, like as a closing note, unlike DK Jungle, this is a proper reference to another game done right.
Hell yes.
Okay. And next we have the unfortunately named country Bangkok Rush.
Bangkok Rush. Where the hell is even that at?
Uh, I know it's in Thailand. I remember like seeing that the Minor Boys are trying to learn something about that or something.
Wait, where is my phone? I just had it. All right, I'm gonna let Prism and Jordan go first.
Call me nuts. I don't remember this one either. I'm sorry.
It's fine. Like honestly, like for the ones that like you don't remember, it's kind of understandable. That just proves they're like how forgettable they kind of are.
It's also because I haven't played Mario Kart in a while, so I don't remember them all.
I know there's like the one where like you can
Does it have the boats?
at the start, yes.
Oh,
Okay,
Like the little like
yes.
river boats or whatever. There's also like the shopping district that I think you just like bounce over the umbrellas on. And there's also like the little like mini train station in like the middle of the track, I think.
Okay, guys. So I just looked up and I can confirm that this city is actually indeed in Thailand.
Yeah.
So that's where it is. I actually didn't know that until I just looked it up. So yeah, that's where it is. And as for me, what can I say? It's just I don't even remember this track at all. It's kind of the same thing of Amsterdam, but I will give Amsterdam more credit for actually being more memorable country that people actually care about. Well, this one, the Thailand city that no one knows about, like at all. So bottom C tier.
Yeah, bottom C.
I was going to put it in the bottom of A just for the name, but then I remembered it was the one with like the boats and the train, and I actually do like this course, so yeah, bottom of A.
Top of C to average it is.
Also, the name is hilarious, even though it is in the city.
Mm-hmm.
Be making fun of them.
I don't think Thailand needs citizens.
Like Lake Titicaca, funny name.
Oh my God.
That's a real lake, by the way, if you don't believe me.
Okay.
I believe that like I haven't clicked over Mario Circuit for like 10 seconds. What are we thinking about that? DS Mario Circuit, excuse me.
Ooh, Mario Circuit. I actually like this remix. I think it's a really well done. I like the music. I like the visuals. There's only one thing I don't like, and that is the stupid piranha plants. What the hell kind of animation is that when they like spit out? Like seriously, what is that? Can they just like spit out like normally instead of like on like a stupid O shape or something like that? Like I feel like that's completely unnecessary, and I don't like it. It doesn't look right.
I feel like those the piranhas have like made that exact like shape for shooting something in one of the games. I don't remember where, but I feel like I have seen it somewhere before.
Are you talking about when they're blowing the little spiny ball things in the Mario Bros games?
No. I think like when they do that, they kind of have like the same like general mouth shape that they normally do, just closed a bit. Yeah, but
So,
yeah, I think that for the Patuis, I think like yeah, the Patuis I believe have the same general thing. I don't know.
So, like I said, I do like the remix and stuff. It's minus the piranha plant stuff, and it's a very has solid music. So I'm gonna put it in I'm gonna give it a solid B, on my top tier of the beat list. Below Peach Gardens, but above Waluigi Pinball.
Okay, like I feel like the stage like appearance and like idea is cool. Just like I feel like the layout it could have been a little bit better. So I'll give it a C.
This is another one of the courses I remember nothing about. So it'll be.
Yeah, I put it like kind of like the lower side of B because like that's generally what I feel about it. I think like the most I can like say about this version is I think it's cool that they threw in a wiggler that'll like wake up and just like do stuff during the third lap.
I would it be a crazy if they actually make him angry and in the third lap.
I kind of like brain farting because like I feel like he actually probably should, but I think that probably would make it a little bit more difficult in that turn.
I was gonna say they should like have him sleep for the first lap, then have him just be like normal in the second lap, and then be like raging in the third lap.
Mm-hmm.
But
Right.
like you said, I think like the last one will probably be a little bit more difficult since he runs pretty fast.
Mm-hmm. Now next up we have a track that I just throw into the top of A tier, Waluigi Stadium.
Yeah, Waluigi Stadium. Yes.
I love
Yeah,
its
I also
remix.
give it an A tier. I remember a lot of people wanted Wario Coliseum, but I'm like, I don't think Nintendo really likes Wario Coliseum because, and plus, it's only 2 laps, so I don't think that will happen unless they make it like N64 Rainbow Road and stuff. Just make it like a single lap.
Honestly, no, I don't think if they were to bring back Wario Coliseum, I think they would still keep the two last part. Cause like I think it's just big enough that like they can keep it as 2 laps without needing to do the sections. Cause I feel like it'd probably be like I feel like it'd probably be just as short as N64 Rainbow Road's remake was here. But I think for
Yeah,
Waluigi
so anyway,
Stadium, it received quite a bit of a glow up, and I love that. The remix music, while it's kind of a little bit saddening or disheartening that when it loops back around to the when it loops the music, like it doesn't play like the intro for it like it does for the original version. Um, but honestly, like I don't really like mind that. I honestly like the remix for the theme, and I also like how they added like some anti gravity like some like kind of like not I wouldn't call them shortcuts. There's just like additional like paths that they added that you can like take the anti gravity ramps for them the half pipes. Excuse me.
so as I was saying, I put it in the middle tier list for me. Below Flump Brewers, but above Stoneland.
I guess I have to give it a I gotta give it a B. Like, okay, another really great stage is like for the most part it's mostly just a dirt track. That's all I can really say about it. So I'll probably just give it a B.
Yeah, it's a good track. B.
All right, put it at the bottom of A tier then. And also, I might be slightly biased because it was also in Wii.
I remember used to calling that track the motorcycle track because it reminds me like motorcycle like arena and stuff.
Yeah, actually, definitely, that's actually a fair point because I still definitely see that. All right, next up we have my personal favorite of the tour tracks, Singapore Speedway.
Ooh, Singapore Speedways. Yeah, that one is actually pretty enjoyable. Although I don't really remember much from it, I actually do enjoy the track. So I put it probably the lowest S tier on my list for uh what was it? On my list for S tiers. Get your butt over there. Nope. Crap. Hang on. Oh no, I just screwed up London Roops.
While Michael's fixing that, Jordan, go ahead and speak your claim.
Let me just remember. What was this stage again? It was the
Singapore Speedway. It's the one that's like it's kind of at night and it's like kind of like a dance party music kind of thing going on. Some key areas are the giant, like the tall, like hotel, like thingy that we like fly up to at the start. It's here in the thumbnail for Singapore Speedway. There's also like a soccer field that we fly over, and trying to remember what else. Oh, there's also like a Chinatown kind of thing in there.
Okay, I think I remember at least a little bit of it. I think I'll give it an A. Like, I definitely like the theming of it, like going to like how it goes from like soccer field to like Chinatown. Like, is this like based off San Francisco or something, or is it based off?
Singapore, which I believe is a country itself.
Singapore is a country, and it's in like Malaysia, but it's like a separate country. It's like one of the smallest countries in the world.
Yeah.
Okay, another one I can't remember for sure, but I'll just give it an A. I'm pretty sure it was good, if I can remember that at least.
Yeah, I'm with Jordan on this one. I don't remember it, but from what you described, I remember it kind of being good.
All right, leaving it right there then.
Also, Singapore is kind of like Hong Kong. Like, it's like a city and a country at the same time.
Mm-hmm. All right.
Now we...
Honestly,
Greece.
yeah, I don't really have much to say about the Greece theming of Athens Dash. Kind of like the bridge between B and C for me.
Yeah, I don't remember much from it either, so I think I'm gonna put it the highest C tier for me.
Yeah.
Below a Sweet Sweet Canyon. Like, I kind of don't remember it, but the only memorable thing I can remember from it is that statue and that little thing that Greece has that's pretty famous.
I'm trying to remember what this one was again. Was it that other temple themed one?
Yes. I think it's like well enough. Like the music kind of sounds like it comes from the Olympics. If that helps.
So wait, it's based off Greece, which is
Athens.
Rome,
I believe
is
Athens is in Greece. Yeah.
Which is that based off Rome, or was that a different track?
That's a different track. Rome is has a separate track that came in wave 6.
Oh right. I'll give this one a B. I'll give it a B.
Another course I remember nothing about.
And I'll leave it at the very top of C then. In that.
Okay, thankfully, at least with some of the other ones, I could definitely recognize them. So sorry if I'm kind of on a streak of stating I just don't remember.
It's fine. I think the closer we get to these tracks coming out, I think the more those should be recognizable for you for the tour tracks.
Or better, yeah, we probably should have played all the tracks first before doing the list.
Yeah.
Honestly, like, I don't know. It probably would not have mattered for me because like I literally like, even if I did play all of them, I probably like still would probably like forget about some of the tour tracks probably.
Okay, but okay, it's fine. We learned from our mistakes. Let's just move on.
I wouldn't even like call it a mistake because I don't know. Anyway, Daisy Cruiser, that has to be like the bridge between B and A for me. It has nothing to do with the fact that I have a slight bias for Daisy, as like I think she is my favorite of the female Mario cast, but like I honestly like do kind of I remember like kind of enjoying it in 7 and like liking it a lot more here. I feel like
I would be making a joke, but I don't got the time.
Shut your mouth.
Okay, so honestly, I have to give it a strong A. Like, I like the whole cruise ship aesthetic. I think I also kind of have some bias for this because that was when I remember playing the stage where we played Double Dash. Not to mention, also had that moment where I stole the friggin' giant shell. But also,
I actually forgot about that.
I like how the lower part, like you can actually go inside like the lower part. You actually see like the little clamp things from the Mario Bros. Games.
Oh yeah.
And yeah, like also not to mention I like the Goombas that are in like the floaties. So yeah, overall I'll give it. This one definitely looks like a paradise place. I would definitely taking adventure sim, assuming that ship is in sync. So I definitely give it an
Assuming the ship doesn't sink. Wow.
Hey, Jordan, I'm pretty sure it won't sink like the Titanic.
A. Okay, because otherwise I gotta find someone that I will never let go. Okay, I'm done. I'm sorry. I'm done.
Okay,
I
Jordan,
agree
what
with
the hell?
A. It's good.
All right. As for me, I actually think it's a B tier, and I actually do like the course. As you take like a nice cruise ship around the parks. Wait, why did I say parks? I meant the ship. Uh, yeah. So not the most memorable track ever, but definitely a pretty solid one to waste through. So I give it below Wall Witch Pinball, but above Mark Stadium. So middle of the B tier for me.
All right. So I think keeping there at the bottom of A is fine. I'm very curious to see what you guys have to say about Movie Highway because I put that once again the bridge between B and A.
Ooh, yeah, that also B and A tier. I find the original version to be super annoying. Even as a kid, it's like one of the hard tracks for me as a kid. Um, Probably put it the lowest A tier for me. As like I do like it, and I always have again nostalgia for it, but it's not the most memorable Wii track in my opinion. So below Boo Lake, so the lowest A tier for me.
Okay, for another highway track, I really like this one. Like, I think this one was also in Wii, so I'm gonna have some more nostalgia for it. But like, I'm really happy to see this one actually make an appearance again in this game. But also, I think I also just like the fact that there's just bomb cars there that you get that blow up if you hit them.
Yeah, I'm honestly glad
Like,
that those returned with the track.
yeah, I think that's like one of the main reasons why I wanted to see this stage again. And I feel like also with this one, it really gives you like a better feeling of going fast, even if the vehicles are going pretty slow. So I have to give this. Honestly, I'm gonna give it an S.
And you want to actually like, I'll actually like resonate my opinion a little bit slightly because I've I almost forgotten that with the existence of the bomb cars. I don't know why I just like kind of ignored it because of they're on there in the thumbnail. Half the time when if I might intentionally drive into a bomb car and just and I'll just like laugh because of that. I like every time I drive into the bomb car, I always like get it like a slight chuckle or a smile or something. But also like to resonate about what you said about going fast throughout the track. That can be attributed to a new change that I believe they added for this version is that the boost panels are after the bridge area is those boost panels are in different positions every time.
Yeah, I'd put this one bottom of S. It's very fun, but it's also can be annoying at times. But I feel like the aesthetics and funness of it are overwrite how annoying it can be.
All right. Next up, we have the bathroom squeaky clean sprint, and honestly, this has to be yes somewhere for me.
Yep, easy S.
Also easy as probably above 3DS River Road for me. But it is definitely an S tier. So it's pretty enjoyable, especially takes place in a literal bathroom.
Yep.
Okay, so I gotta say, at first you would probably think the idea of a race course taking place in a bathroom of all places would be kind of just strange and just weird, but man, does this actually work really well. From like the start of it being like kind of slippery as you're like drifting to going down a literal bath like a literal tub drain where you find like a ring down there, and then like coming out like going over a tower, then like going over a literal toilet that's spewing out water. It's a really fun stage, and I really like the aesthetic and overall. Probably my favorite stage to be released from this entire new booster pack, if I'm not counting Mall. So, given I'm honestly would have to put it at the top of the S tier for me.
Ooh, I think it's a good course, but I don't think it's that good. I mean, it looks cool, and the track it's all right, but I don't know. I'd put it in middle of A, not S though.
Well, we're lucky to keep it in S, as that's how that averages out, I think. Sorry, Prism. Next, we have the track that's close to our that kind of is our home turf, but not really. As we, like, none of us grew up there. LA Laps. And music aside, and aside from like the fact that people complain about the music, well, some people. Honestly, I honestly sometimes just kind of forget about this track. Aside from the Dodger Stadium thing, because of Mario Baseball, that's all I remember. And I know you're gonna complain about the Dodger Stadium, Michael. I get it. Unfortunately, though, as a few members of my family, more specifically my grandmother, is a Dodgers fan. I kind of you know.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Anyway, yeah, it is my home turf. Actually, most of us, but like I remember so many people complaining. I remember so many people were super hyped when the first release was first announced because they were excited about the music and stuff, and then they removed like the part that most people like for completely no reason. And then ever since then, no one seems to care or even remember Los Angeles Labs ever since then. As for myself, like again, it's like very nostalgia for me. It says, especially since the city I was actually born and raised in.
So to speak, anyway,
So
kind of.
yeah, so I feel bad if I put it as a low tier. So, oh god, this is a tough one for me. Like, I definitely prefer this over New York any day. Where'd I put the New York place?
Where is New York
I
on
don't
this
remember.
list? I forgot. Oh, it's
Oh, I
yeah,
okay, I found it. It's in the C tier. So,
yeah.
like I said, I really hate to do this, especially to my hometown and home turf, but I'm going to give it a C tier. But hey, at least it's better than New York. That's for damn sure.
I honestly feel like I
So I put it below Piranha side, but above Water Park.
I honestly feel like I like New York a little bit more than LA Labs. I'll be honest. Anyway, Jordan, go ahead.
I gotta say, I'm kind of surprised with Michael's answer, but I digress. I gotta give it. Um, I'm gonna give it. I'm gonna give it a high B tier, because like I think okay, I'm just gonna completely set aside the fact that it is based off where like around the area, or based off LA, which is where I do live. But actually, forget I said that. But
Like I said,
like
it's close. It was close because like I lived in a city that growing up back in Cali that was like close to that, and like so did you guys, and the whole shebang. I get it.
I'm only saying that just because I don't want people knowing where I live. But,
Yeah.
But besides the point, like,
Well, even if people do say if you did say where you live, nobody's gonna notice because nobody knows where it actually is.
At least your specific
right.
address, anyway. Anyway, go ahead.
Right. Well,
Yeah.
Okay. Off topic, but like, I like all the references, like from like the stadiums to the actual like beaches, like really cool stuff. Although I would question why of all states they choose to reference from LA, it's the literal friggin' oil derricks
Yeah, the
or
oil
forgot
reserve
what
thing, whatever it's called.
Yeah,
Yeah,
the oil company.
Our place in Inglewood.
Yeah, like I would wonder, like, why did they choose to reference like a dark side of LA, or like, I'm like thinking like, unless maybe they did that was to maybe spread awareness for that and maybe try to make a brighter future. That's my guess, because if not, then I don't see why else they reference that. But overall, definitely high B.
It was probably to show that nobody cares about LA except for us,
LA has its merits.
who actually were born and raised there.
Well, as we've been saying multiple times, kind of. Not that exact city.
Well, LA area. It's
Like it's near LA. That's all I can say. Okay.
Okay.
Sure.
All right. I'd actually put this one in A. It's one of my favorite four tracks. I mean, there is some bias, but I actually do like the briefing on this one. The beach is nice, and I actually do like the oil fields. It's kind of fun, very song.
Well, it's at the near the bottom of B2 then. Next up is a track that I cannot believe what they did to Sunset Wilds, dude.
Yeah, I also agree. Like, what the hell are they thinking? Okay, yes, like I get it's supposed to be Sunset Wilds, like but why not change it to like the night cycle in the
Yeah,
far left?
yeah, that's the thing. They did the incorrect version of the sunset gimmick. The gimmick is the sun actually setting and changing to the moon. And like and
Yeah.
because of that, like its only saving grace for me is the music, as I freaking love the music so much. But the track itself, just the fact that it's not changing to night. Ah!
Yeah, like very disappointing for sure. You know what? I might put this in F tier. I do like the music for sure, but still, like, man, it's just a disappointment. Probably the most disappointing like retro track or booster course track they've made in the entire game for
Honest,
sure.
at the very least, because of the music, I definitely like it more than Toad Circuit. But
Yeah, same here. But that which is why I put it below Toad Circuit in my tier list.
Okay, I guess. Okay, I'm not gonna be. I'm not a hater towards desert. I'm not a hater towards desert levels, unlike a certain someone. But I feel like with this stage,
Jordan?
yeah, it's pretty bland. Like I believe you guys when you said that it definitely had some good merits somewhere, but this one it's just a bland and boring stage. So yeah, D tier.
I'd actually put it like top of C. It's a fine course. I mean, I like the minor shy guys with the tents and stuff. I don't know.
I mean, I guess it's not so much I like the Bowser feet in the floor.
Mm-hmm.
fair enough. Well, I guess we'll keep it at the top of D tier, but like, trust me when I say that like, the main point of Sunset Wilds for both the original on the Game Boy Advance and for Tour's version is that the sun actually like goes down and like the moon comes up and it actually like the visuals like actually like change colors and stuff.
But for the track itself, like it's just supposed to be like a sunset the whole entire race.
Yeah.
Although maybe they could have done it to where like maybe when you completed the level, then it would turn night. But
I don't know.
I mean, I felt like that would have been something instead of just nothing.
All right. Anyway, we have probably an easy high A tier for me, Koopa Cape.
Yeah, Koopa Cape to me was never my favorite track. I always thought it was a little bit overrated, but it's still a fun track to play in. So I probably put it in low A tier, like probably even below Move Your Highway or above Move Your Highway.
Okay, I gotta say another one I gotta have high nostalgia for, but I'm giving this an S. Like I always enjoyed it a lot when I was younger. I always like thought it looked really fun. Not to mention like thinking about it now, like honestly, it would make for a really nice water park theme if they ever decided to do something like that. And I was really happy to see this one actually make a return into it. Not to mention its theme is catchy, and also I guess I will say my one downside is that when you go underwater, like I prefer like before where it was like an underwater like shark tunnel tube kind of thing compared to it just being like half open in the newer version. But
Blame Mario
other
Kart
than that,
7's
this
water
one's
gimmick for that, by the way.
yeah. But other than that, this is still a high stage, so I give it an S.
Oh, S for Koopa Cape. I don't know. I think it's just all right. I don't really see what's special about it other than the underwater tunnel. The underwater tunnel is cool. Middle of the day.
I'll leave it where it is, right below, just under Yoshi Valley to average. Now we have Vancouver Velocity, and frankly speaking, I like the music, and at the most I can like, the most I remember is the I think it's the Olympics thingy. That's right here in the thumbnail for it. And also
Yeah.
the hockey rink. That's about it. I honestly I say it's a middle B.
So okay, so let me. So yeah, that 2010 that Olympic thing is actually real because Vancouver did host the Olympics in 2010.
Yeah.
And as we're saying, this is actually the first different city country I actually ever been to in Canada. So I actually went there last spring, and it was pretty cool. I actually really love Vancouver a lot. And anyway, and that hockey reference, holy crap! It's supposed to reference the Vancouver Canucks hockey stadium. I love that reference so much because I'm a huge fan of hockey. Anyway, as for the track itself, I mean it's okay. Like it's like probably B tier for me. But I do also have some nostalgia. Well, wait, no, not I don't have nostalgia for it. I'm not from Vancouver, but since I guess actually no, I kind of do because of hockey and stuff. But other than that, not really nostalgia. So I probably put it in the middle pack of the B tier. So I probably put it below Los Angeles Labs, but above Water Park. Middle of the pack, B tier.
Sorry, which one was this one again?
Vancouver Velocity.
Vancouver Canucks.
Trying to remember which one that was again.
It's kind of similar to Singapore in that it takes place at night, and that like the music also sounds like a dance party. There's also like a couple of thin bridges that we go across, and the hockey rink.
I don't know. I'm sorry.
I think this is my favorite tour track. I'd probably put it bottom of S. I really like it.
Oh, really? Okay. I'll put it. I'll put it at the 5th at the top of B, like behind these 4 tracks here. All right. Next we have. All right, we're jumping into the last wave now. We're at Rome Avanti. It's kind of top C for me. Top C.
And yeah, like Alex said, it's probably top C for me as I don't really remember it. But I think it's better than Greece, and because I actually like Italy a lot more than Greece. So top of the tier C list for me.
I'll give it another A. I do like its temple theming.
I think the temple theme is literally only for the Colosseum, and that's it.
I still think it looks cool. That's all that matters.
Yeah, the Colosseum, and actually the Colosseum, I actually seen like an actual picture like inside the Colosseum before.
I honestly don't remember this one.
I'll leave. I guess in that regard, you're probably gonna be the middle pack, so I'm leaving it here in the B tier, middle ish. Because you did say A for.
Wait, where'd you put it?
Right here in like the middle of B. I put it between Ribbon Road and Toad's Turnpike. Now, I very much wish, because it's kind of on the same scale / better than DK Summit, it's DK Mountain, another infamous track, actually, I think.
Yep. Especially since some YouTuber always claims to be the cursed track of them.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and another stage I was really happy to actually see come back in this one, because after seeing it in Double Dash and Wii, of course, I was hoping the heck to see this one come back, and I was happy to. Okay, let me continue. Is that basically, I like how it's not too different while mostly being identical, which is what I like. Although I like how they also made the bridge not as rickety, just so it's a bit easier. Or I forgot, was it easier or did they make it harder?
I think they made it a little bit easier.
I get them mixed up. Which one had it like the tiles literally kind of like coming up in like a bonish kind of way, or which other one had it just simply rock back and forth?
I think it was literally just like rocking back and forth, like, well, it was kind of like a wavy kind of thing for the bridge in all versions, I think. Kind of like the first hallway in Wii's Bowser's Castle, if that helps comparison wise. But I think it also like depend. I think like because 8's physics are better than Wii's and Double Dash's, that I think that bridge that you are talking about is much easier.
Right, but also I even like the detail of actually changing the face on the volcano to actually have it like the face etched into the actual mountain itself rather than it just being slapped on.
Yeah.
So yeah, overall I'm gonna give this one an A tier.
Yeah, I agree. But actually, top of B because the turns are really annoying.
I think that's
Okay,
just I
so
think that's just
actually-
an unfortunate given for the track overall. It's nothing to do with this version. It's just DK Mountain.
Okay, as I was saying, I actually like DK Mountain this version, not as much as the Wii version. I always have nostalgia for the Wii version of DK Mountain. But so I'm gonna give it a low A tier, probably probably um below London Loops and above Booze Lake.
I'm keeping it above DK Summit. I think like a primary detail that I really appreciate is how um they made the ramps from the Wii version basically like they basically just made it actually part of the mountain this time around.
I remember so many people complain about that. I'm like, guys, it's just a minor change. Like, can you just deal with it? Like, it's not that big of a deal.
But the ramps are more realistic or whatever. No. All right. Anyway, we're on to Daisy Circuit from Wii. I honestly feel like that's like kind of low B for me. Probably higher than Realm though.
Yeah, it's like C tier for me. I don't care for Daisy Circuit. I never had care for it, even in the Wii version. So, oh god, yeah, probably the worst. Oh wait, no, actually no, I put Coconut Mall, but definitely one of the weakest Wii tracks. Like they brought back.
Honestly,
Um,
I honestly would have. Frankly speaking, nothing to do with the Daisy bias. I honestly would have rather that than either of the Mario Bros. Circuits, especially
yeah.
Luigi's for sure.
So I probably put it above Sky Gardens, but below Berlin, whatever that one. You know what I mean.
Berlin, Germany.
Personally, I think those opinions are a bit harsh because I think it's an A tier. Once again, I think it's a really nice, pleasant environment, and also, come on, the statues look cool and also adorable,
They definitely do.
and also
Like
the stage looks nice.
that's something I can like give the track credit for. The statues of Luigi and Daisy and Baby Luigi and Baby Daisy are freaking adorable. I love them.
Like, and besides, the Wii version actually had to change the Mii's, like depending on on the Mii. Although I understand why it's not here, but I thought that gets that extra points. So A tier, great stage. I think it looks pleasant and lovely.
I'd actually put it C. It's all right. Nothing special.
I'll just slap it directly in the middle B then. I think this is about the middle. There we go.
All right, we got our last 5 tracks.
We're on Piranha Plant Cove, huh?
Yeah,
This one's
I don't.
bridge between B and C for me. I'll be honest. Like I think like it's like
I-
it's kind of grown on me ever since Wave 6 came out, but not that much.
I gotta be honest. I don't remember a single thing happened this track at all. So I'm just gonna put it. I'm just gonna put it in the lowest C tier I have, and just move on. Above that Thailand one.
I'm really trying hard to remember this stage, but I really cannot remember the last time I played it. Therefore, I don't remember what was in this stage.
I think like I believe the theme for it is like underwater piranha plant ruins temple thing. That's
I'm
that's
sorry, I can't
honestly about it. And it's honestly fair enough because like I said I kind of did not like it that much at first, and over time it's kind of grown on me, but like not to the point of like being A at all.
I'd actually put this top of A. I think we only played it twice, but I remember it being really good.
Bottom of B it is. All right, Madrid probably, honestly for me it's probably like lower than where I would personally put Piranha Plant Cove. I honestly just like I don't know. It's like kind of on the same vein as Amsterdam and the Thailand one. I'm not saying the name.
Okay, so Madrid. Honestly, most people consider this to be the worst like tour track, like in the game or city base, and this is another one I actually never been, and neither has my parents. It's in Spain, and honestly, I don't even remember at all. I honestly don't think it's the worst tour track, but yeah, I just can't seem to remember it. I mean, I think it's better than Sydney Spread. That's for damn sure.
The most I
Um,
can really remember for it is the soccer field with the yellow Goomba shoes.
yeah, and also I can remember that little sitting area that's actually in Madrid in real life.
Hmm.
So other than that, like I just said with the previous one, I'm just gonna put it if my stupid thing can work, please. Thank you. I'm just gonna put it in lower C tier and just move on. But I'm gonna put it above the Piranha Plant Cove.
Can't remember completely everything from it. It's C tier. That's it.
Yeah, another track I don't remember.
Yeah, we'll just leave
Yeah, I
it.
really should have played these stages before doing the list.
Like I said before, probably wouldn't not matter because like even though like I've played some of these stages enough, that doesn't mean I remember much because like that's honestly kind of like a
Exactly.
point of like
I still could have had at least a little bit of an idea compared to just having no idea at all.
honestly I feel like for some of the tour tracks it's probably like better just have
Jordan,
no idea at all.
Jordan, there's plenty of tier lists that I have seen, and even people will admit that they don't know much about a certain place, so they just leave it alone.
Yeah, but this many? I don't think so.
I mean it's kind of like unfortunate because um they specifically and because they come specifically from tour they actually like label them as tour and that's like because they're the city tracks that they had the tour labeling unlike the other tour tracks that are like not city tracks like the two that we have at the top Yoshi's Island and Squeaky Clean Sprint. I don't know.
Alright, anyways, next one.
We have Rosa's Ice World next.
Ooh,
Kind of like a high B tier for me.
I was,
I
I
kind
was
of
gonna
I
say,
kind of enjoy the track, but like I honestly I think the music for me is like a pure nostalgia thing. Like the music is super nostalgic to me, and I can't express it enough.
anyway, yeah, I also put it in a high B tier. So I put it. I don't remember much from it like the others, but I do remember liking the music a lot, and I played a little bit of Mario Kart 7, so I'm gonna put it below Mario Circuit, but above Waluigi Pinball.
I'm gonna say is that okay, like again, appearance wise it looks really lovely and I also like how Rosalina did get her own little stage in here, but personally I feel like there's too many things to fall into and also the track is a little bit on the smaller side. So I'll give it a low C tier.
I'd actually put this one F. I don't like this course.
Oh damn.
It looks pretty, but it's a pain to race on, especially at the beginning on high CCs with the like broken ice. It's like only one cart can fit on it, and it's so annoying.
That's kind of funny. All right, with our second to last track, we have Bowser
Where,
Castle
where'd you put it?
3. Oh, I put it top of C.
All right, Bowser Castle 3, and the first of the Super Mario Kart track to be ever remade. Well, not
For Booster,
not including
well,
on Super.
yeah, like properly, fully remake. Cause and damn, did they freaking give Bowser Castle 3 a glow up? It is beautiful, and I honestly, I think you said this last time, Michael, but I honestly think I kind of resonate that I do like it more than the base game's Bowser's Castle, and it's just as well because like about the base game's Bowser's Castle is the only one we've had for like like up until we finally got Bowser Castle 3 and I'm also glad that we got a SNES Bowser Castle for a change instead of one of the Game Boy Advance ones. So yeah.
Yeah, definitely need a break from the Game Boy Advance. Anyway, as for me, in my opinions of SAS with Bowser Castle, I do like it, but I don't think it's really that good. My problem with it is just way too bright.
Honestly, I don't mind. I think it's because it takes place in the day as opposed to night. That's why.
And yeah, so yeah, I like it. Like I said, I like it, and I think the music's not that is okay,
Oh, I
but
love the music actually.
yeah, it's just way too bright for my liking, and I'm pretty sure my dad will probably get a seizure from it. Like holy crap!
Wait, hold up. So is Bouncy Castle 3 brighter than Waluigi Pinball?
Yeah, to me, yeah, it feels a lot more brighter.
Yeah, actually, you know what? I guess that's fair because I think like the reddish colors can be a little bit straining on the eyes. But honestly, like I think I've been able to like kind of ignore that because I'm just like kind of like just staying focused on like the brown that's in front of me for the road. I don't know.
All right, so anyway, so I put it in I probably put lower B tier, so I probably put it below, above N64 Rainbow Road, but above Animal Crossing, or below Animal Crossing. You know what I
Yeah.
mean.
Okay, I will say I felt like, okay, don't get me wrong, this one definitely looks impressive, but I feel like there's too many spots where, like, either you get stuck or you slip off, which, like, I think this one does look pretty good, but I felt like there were the better Bowser's Castles that they could have brought back, but I still think this one's decent, so I'll give it a B.
I kind of agree with Jordan on this one. It looks good, but it's kind of annoying to race on. Plus, it's just way too bright and it's hard to really tell what you're doing. So I'd put it
Yeah.
middle of C.
I guess I probably just like don't pay attention to the brightness because I stare at bright crap all the time.
I mean, yeah, even still though, it's just like all the colors kind of blend together and it's hard to tell like which is coming up or which is like the edge of a track, and I don't know.
Like, well, that part like somehow maybe like just like ignore that fact.
The ending especially is very difficult.
Also, when you're staring at bright stuff, I hope the sun isn't one of them.
I'm talking about my computer screen, Jordan.
I'm just saying.
And besides, even if it was the sun, like in a video game, it's not gonna kill him because it's animated.
I know, that's why you
By
have to look
some
at
miracle.
Odyssey, and Cappy will tell you otherwise.
That's probably because like it's like a thing for the kids. Say like don't stare at the sun. It's bad for you.
I mean, I get that, but anyway, I'll try not to get off topic.
Anyway, I think for this overall tier list, we pretty much ignored the F tier because of the averaging of these tracks. But like, I'm very curious to know what you guys think for Wii Rainbow Road because literally for me, it's the very top of the list.
Oh hell yes! I 100% agree with you, Alex. Like this is in fact the best like track, not just in the booster course, but the best track of the whole Mario Kart 8 Deluxe ever.
Yep.
Like I love everything from it. Like the visuals are awesome, the music is awesome. Like just oh my god, nostalgia reasons. Like I said, in Mario Kart Wii, and I always said Mario Kart Wii Rainbow Road is like my favorite track of all time. Like one of them. Like holy cow! Like. Ugh, I could just go on and on about it. It's just like the best track ever.
It's only like a little bit of nostalgia for me. I just genuinely like it's when I think of Rainbow Road, I think of chaotically flying everywhere, and that's exactly what Wii Rainbow Road is. Even though like it is annoying to fall off, but like that's kind of a thing with all Rainbow Roads, with like an exception of like 8s by technicality because of the rules in this game. Although, but honestly, I don't really like mind the fact that like when you fall off, it takes like a second longer because they included the meteor effect from the original. Like I can give that a pass, and like keep this at top of the list.
Part. Even though it is annoying to fall off, like I'm so glad they brought it back. But, also, there's been plenty of times where I play Rainbow Road either in the original version or Mario Kart 8 version where I don't fall off a single time.
Well, I'll say this stage is beautiful, this stage is incredible, this stage has nice music, this stage is pretty, and this stage is probably the best one, which is what I would say all these years ago when I was a child playing the Wii version. But in comparison to all these other stages in Rainbow Roads, this one, personally, kind of falls behind. I'm not saying it's bad, I'm just going to make that clear. It's not bad, but it's definitely not the top of the list. It's still an S tier, just not at the top.
Prism, what do you have to say? You better make it up right now. Make up for it. Excuse me.
I agree with Jordan on this one. It's good, but I don't know. I'm not the biggest fan of it.
Well, in that regard,
Bottom of that for me.
I'm putting it just above 3DS Rainbow Road. Screw you guys.
I think 3DS Rainbow Road is better.
Nope, no. I have more fun on Wii Rainbow Road than 3DS Rainbow Road any day of the week. I'm sorry.
So that is all 96 tracks of Mario Kart 8 Deluxe / the Booster Course reviewed.
And thank God we chose to do this on separate days, because I would have lost my sanity if we were doing this in the same day.
I literally got rid of F tier. We literally did not put anything in there.
I was gonna say we might as well just not include the E tier, because
turn E tier to F.
All right. So of all the tracks that rank, I think we can safely say that the B track was definitely the most average that we rank.
Yep.
Yeah.
As we 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40. I count 40. I'm not sure.
Yeah, that's 40. I'm doing like multiplication maths in my head for it's 7 by 5, and then that's 35, and then plus the 5 extra down here, that's 40 in the B rank. Damn.
Yeah, that's actually pretty solid. I'm not gonna lie.
I feel like the ones that we have to probably I think I don't. Jordan and Prism, I believe you guys said you kind of liked Bone Dry Dunes, but like.
Yeah,
but
like
me and Alex
hate it.
Like basically, like I only kind of like it, but definitely not at the top of the list for sure.
But I definitely can say that like there's quite a few of the tracks that we can agree on, like overall.
Okay, so I'm just gonna say this: so after doing one tier list, do we plan to do any more at any points?
In the future, probably yes, absolutely. I'm down. Don't know what we would do them on, but
do we have any ideas?
There's like 2 things we have planned to do. One of them is ranking all the mainline Mario games, and the other one is ranking all the Smash Bros. Stage.
That's actually yeah, he's actually right about that. That's what we did agree on, or at least mention.
Some months break from these tier lists because man, this one destroyed me.
We're definitely gonna be doing this like probably every like couple months from here on out, maybe if I remember to write them down on the schedule. We'll see.
But anyways, at the end of it, I had fun arguing.
I loved my favorite part was like saying that Cheeseland is A tier for me, and then you guys just destroyed it all. You just threw it out the freaking window. And for Michael's sake, I get it. He has PTSD because he cannot eat cheese, but like, I'm sorry, but I just like cannot see like how trash Cheeseland is at all.
Because I would literally throw up if I eat cheese.
And like maybe it's my fault because I've been playing this stupid game for 10 freaking years at this point. Like, I don't know.
Almost 10 years.
Dang, we need to get a life, man. What are we doing?
About
I'm in
that. College right now, Jordan.
All 3 of you idiots are in college. I have a. I'm not trying to say that in a flexing way, but I have a job. I'm doing crap with the plushes in between still. Even though, like, the last one was back in, even though we're recording this, like, relatively, like, much earlier than when this video is, published, the last plush video was in March, and the next one is going to be, here in May. So, yeah, that's the tier list done. Everything said and done. Yeah, I think for the next tier list, we'll probably like do either Smash Bros. Stages or the mainline Mario games. We'll probably do mainline Mario games because like there's a lot less of those than there are freaking Smash stages.
Yeah, I think there's probably like maybe like over 20 or 30. I don't remember. I don't know exactly.
20 to 30 Mario games. That's definitely for sure.
I know for a fact I did not play them all, so but that's gonna be a sign. Anyway.
Mm-hmm. I think with everything that being said, we are going to end off the video. So thank you guys a lot for watching, especially if you made it all the way to the end, which God forbid if any of you actually did do that. Like, cheers to you.
You guys.
Yep. So yeah, thank you guys a lot for watching, and we will see you guys in the next one. Bye bye.
Goodbye, everyone, and have a great day.
Yep. I'm gonna get some sleep.
Hey guys, thanks again for watching the video. If you enjoyed it, then consider leaving a like on the video and also subscribing to my channel. You should also check out the stuff my friends make. Sorry, hang on. As I was saying, you should also check out the stuff my friends make. Those being JordanDraws, Michael Game Show, Prism, and YourLocalLogo. I think you'll enjoy the stuff they make, and you might find me in some of that stuff as well. Their links to their channels or socials are in the description. And I think that's all I got, so I'll see you guys in the next one. Cheers!